Hello, and welcome to Whiskey with Rye, where every week we talk about the nose and taste of whiskey three different ways: straight, with water, and on the rocks. This week, the whiskey I'm with, Whistle Pig Single Barrel Rye, aged 10 years. So this is a store pick from Tippins, my favorite local liquor store, who does amazing single barrel picks. So when I'm around there, I always stop by and see what they got. Um, so Whistle Pig is interesting. It is a Vermont distillery. They are distilling their own distilling. Yeah, sure, we'll go distilling. They are distilling their own stuff, but none of their own stuff makes it into the 10 year. So this is 100% Canadian whiskey, Canadian made whiskey that they then age and bottle in Vermont. It is 100% unmalted rye. Um, Finished, they put it in 10-year Virgin American White Oak and then finish it in bourbon barrels. Yeah. So that's what I got. So it is out of Alberta, Canada, and then sent to the US to Vermont to age. Um, Excited to try this one. I'm curious by it. I'm very, very curious. Let me put away my notes now that I got that done. Um, and it's even a fresh crack. So hashtag fresh crack. Can we do that? Can we say that on YouTube? I guess we'll find out, won't we? You leave that alone, Lago Vulin. Lago's gonna go nuts on the trash can now because I opened it. So this does come in at 53.9% alcohol, so 107.8 proof. Warehouse One Rick Seed Level 1, and it is 750 milliliters because we're in America and we get more booze in our bottle. Oh, that was a nice, easy pop. Okay, so it's going to be interesting. So, as always, start with our neat and water port. And then our rocks pour. Bit sloppy on these pours today. This is episode 1 of the day, so I don't even have a reason. So what I'm doing is when I get some on my hands, if you rub it, the alcohol evaporates off, and you can start to pick up notes from the grains, or grain in this case, because it's just rye. And it definitely smells like just rye. We'll see if that note translates to in the glass as well. So before we jump into the nose and taste of it straight, just a reminder, please do make sure to click like, subscribe, comment, click the bell, all that good stuff. And you can check me out on Twitch and find me on Twitter as well. And all of that information should be here for you. So into the nose. So I actually just had this conversation yesterday. One of the notes that I'm really starting to pick up from rye is dill, like dill pickle, like fresh dill. Like if you go out and cut it yourself, that's what I'm getting here. Is very fresh dill, which for me is a note I enjoy and like. So it's not off-putting or anything like that. But really, that's the predominant nose that I'm getting. Maybe some sweetness in there too. So let's jump into the taste. So you do taste the proof. It's warming. Definitely has a lot of wood spice, but at the same time, it's sweet, caramely, soft, but lets you know it's there all at the same time. Hi, it's not time for you yet. You don't get any of this. I know. There is that herbal note, a little dilly, herbal spice, but more like fresh herb. But no, that's really good. I'm really enjoying this. So, with that being said, again, it is 107.8%, or not percent, Jesus, proof. So let's add a couple drops of water. There we go. Let's proof that down a bit and see what it does. So if you do have experience with WhistlePig, any of them really, there are a ton to choose from. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Love to share and hear what you guys are experiencing as well. So with water now, that dill is turned into soft caramel butterscotch sweetness. Not like just straight sugar, but like that caramel with a very faint hint of fresh herbs in there. Lago, it's almost time for ice. Just chill. So, into the taste. So it just doubles down on the wood sweetness. So some vanilla, but it doesn't dry your mouth out, but it's reminiscent of like how a tongue depressor tastes, but pleasant, sweeter. I can't make that make sense to where it sounds appetizing, but that's what I got. Like a sweet, caramely tongue depressor. Sorry, Whistlepig. Yeah. No, that's very good. I do prefer it neat still, but we shall see. All right, Lago, it's time. Are you ready? It's time for the handy dandy Yeti and our ice. There you go. We'll just put 1 cube in. It's not a large amount of whiskey. It's not a sky high proof. Just swirl that a little bit. So yeah, that the wood, the oak, and the caramel really shine through on the ice. Yeah, the caramel is front and center now. Let's see if it's there on the taste. Definitely. Caramel, and then a finish of wood spice. I don't think it's the rye spice on the finish. I think it is the wood spice, but it could be the rye. Yeah. So I would go neat on the rocks and then with water. My order of preference. But that has been WhistlePig Single Barrel Rye 10 years. So thank you everyone for joining, watching, liking, interacting. It is much appreciated. Until next time, cheers.